Alright, good afternoon. Good afternoon, folks. Oh, hang on, let me just make sure this is muted. How's that looking? Alright, I think we're probably good to go. So today, I was just about to have a quick look at Remix.run at the big version 1 launch a week or two ago. I was just about to go have a look at the quick start, and I thought, why not stream it? You know, how bad could it go? So I've cracked open a beer. It's Sunday afternoon, so we're just gonna have a quick, chilled out little look through the remix tutorials, see how we get on. Cheers. So I've been working with Next.js since about 2017. For about 3-4 years it was my day job, so I'm very familiar with Next.js. I was very happy that it's become so successful, but I've been following closely what Ryan and Michael have been working on for Remix, and now they've announced that it's open source. I'm very excited to try it out. I wasn't going to buy it, honestly, and I think that's probably something they realised. A lot of us just were going to stick with Next. We weren't going to buy Remix. So they've open sourced it after securing some funding, and I think that that is fantastic news for everyone, because a bit of competition doesn't hurt. Another place to test out different ideas doesn't hurt. And perhaps Remix can be a bit more flexible than Next can, because it doesn't have the legacy to support. So that's what I'm thinking going into this. We'll see how it goes. So if you're watching along, feel free to let me know what you think. Right, so all I've done is create a new empty directory. Let me zoom the terminal in a bit so you can see what's going on in there. That's an empty directory. We've got a quick start here. I've got a Firefox instance running here. Let me just get those positioned nicely, like this. Can we get away with the thinner one? Yeah, we totally can. Cool. Right, nice. So, create a new remix project. npx create remix at latest. To install the following packages, create me. Yep. Sounds alright to me. So this uses TypeScript. We always pepper the types. We always pepper the types on after we write the code. This isn't a normal workflow, but some of you aren't using TypeScript, so we didn't want to clutter up the code for you. Normally we create the type as we write the code so that we get it right the first time. Right, okay, yeah, sure. Where would you like to create your app? Yeah, here's fine. What should I choose? Choose Remix App Server. Okay, so we've got a few different options here. Cloudflare Workers, Cloudflare Pages, Vercel, Netlify. Okay, we'll go with the Remix App Server like it tells us to start with, and we'll use TypeScript. Do you want me to run yes? Good start. That out-of-tune guitar is interesting. Cool. Alright, I'm excited to see what this feels like to use. Should be fun. I'm just going to check the stream audio is coming through. Yeah, we've got a loop. Cool, we're good. Is my audio filter messing things up a little bit though? Let me check. Audio input. No, I need my mic input. Where is my mic input? Okay, here it is. Excuse me. All right, I think we're good. Just gonna adjust the EQ a little bit, and I can get rid of that. Now, is my threshold low enough? The noise suppression. Okay, it sounds like it's okay. Expander's off, limiter's on. Okay, that should be fine. Let me know if the sound is bad. Let me just check how the sound. Let me know if the sound is bad. Let me just check how the sound. Let me know if the sound is bad. That sounds fine to me from here. Cool. It's done. Awesome. 437 packages. CD into my Remix app and check the REMI for development and deployment instructions. All right. So we're in there. Let's open it up in VS Code, see what's going on. Should be fun. Cool, what do we get? So we've got a remix config, which has got the app directory, assets build directory. I guess that's for, I don't know, does it have a static output? Build path, I wonder what ends up in there. So basic tsconfig stuff, it's got the base L set, nice. So that means we can do, we don't have to use relative imports. Dev server port will be 8002. So npm run dev. Watching Remix app in development mode. Okay, except the port is 3000. That is not what it says here. Interesting. All right, let's hit that up. Hey, we're in. Oh, no. Okay, cool. Let me just adjust the gain down a little bit so it's not so bright in here when I've got a white screen up. Okay, that'll do. All right, what's next? Seen the README, so what packages we get in here? Remix.run React, React on Remix, and Remix.run serve, so that's fine. Dev dependencies include dev, the types, and TypeScript. It's nothing too challenging there, although that's a very old version of TypeScript, isn't it? I wonder if there's a problem with upgrading that I am going to run into if I just try and jump in and do that. So it's just a demo project, I guess it doesn't matter that much. We're not going to be using much of the new stuff. So that's the public build directory. Is that related to this config? Public build and public path build. Oh no, there's public build and there's also build here. Okay. Don't worry too much about that. Let's have a look at the root. Ah, it reminds me of old React apps back before I started using Next, when everything would have a root and an index, which was always fun. Okay, so we've got an entry point for the client. I wonder what the Remix browser is. Somehow Twitch's notifications are getting through to my watch, which is a bit annoying. Excuse me. Right. So, where are we? How did we end up in there? I don't know. Root. Okay, interesting. This is a live reload component. Where do we use that? Oh, here. Oh, interesting. It's quite nice to see that explicitly there. I don't know what it actually does. God, my camera's bright, isn't it? Where it is on here on the Mac screen, it's not so bright on the PC. Weird. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so this is where this is our entry point into the app. What's the meta thing? So this is like metadata for page title and description and stuff, I guess. Let's open the inspector on this and have a gander. So here's the head, new Remix app is the title. Oops. Let's try this. Oh, the whole app reloaded. That's annoying. Did the whole app reload? It doesn't do... Let's check that, because that's going to be really annoying. Remix, fast refresh, state. I don't know, but the first thing I noticed there, and this is just me being picky, is that it rebuilt the whole app, didn't it? Which Next doesndo anymore. Let's just do a whole refresh. Let's watch the network tab. And then if I... Yeah, so it's reloading the whole app from scratch, which is going to be a bit annoying. That's a bit of a regression from Next, which is a shame. But I guess it's perhaps related to the fact that it has to do a full server re-render. It's not just a client-side app, is it? So I guess that's an immediate trade-off that I noticed there. But perhaps there's a way around that, and we can get it into to do a client-side refresh, as we've all got used to with Next in the future. Okay, so what happens if I add a description in here? Is it going to show up? This is the description. TJs. Is it going to work? Hey, it does work. Cool. That's pretty cool. Hello, title. Cool. Alright, nice. What's this links thing do? I guess that's probably to do with the remix out to other pages, the preloading stuff. Excuse me, that it does. So if I comment this out, does that mean that it won't no refresh? Okay, so it doesn't refresh. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. Fun times. Have to have a look into how that works. That looks interesting. Outlet. Is this a thing that we have to worry about? Scroll restoration, very handy. It's kind of cool that these are all explicit in here, I guess, because it means we have visibility over them and how they work, which is quite nice. So it's fairly simple introductory open template right there. Let's have a look at the server entry. So your request handler is a default export. We get a request, we get a status code, header, response headers. I wonder what the headers include. I guess all standard HTTP header stuff. Remix server is also a component. Fascinating. I wonder how that works. And render to string is the direct React DOM server render to string function, which is cool. I remember years ago using render to string before switching to Next to build my own server rendering, which was a bloody nightmare, to be honest. So I was very happy when Next came out, and with the original get initial props function that allowed me to actually retire all of my custom server rendering code, which I was very glad to do because that was no fun at all. I was also doing the double pass thing where you'd come into the entry point, scan through all a static list of components effectively that were like data fetchers, and run a static function on those. There were class components at the time. Run a static function on those to go and get the data, and then do a second pass render to actually render the output. So you're kind of doing a 2-pass on everything, which was very slow. I mean, I don't know if maybe that's how Next works now. Maybe that's how this works. I don't know. I'm guessing that there's some cool magic with the routing stuff in here that's going to make, we're going to have a look at in a minute, that's going to make this look pretty cool. Okay, so Remix browser is another component that we run a hydrate function on, and the hydrate function is just React DOM, so maybe React DOM has much better support for this than it did back then, I can't remember. Although maybe it did have hydrate then, I don't know. I'll look up that code. Perhaps I will have a look at that at some point, and it would be interesting to look at it. Okay, so standard style object for CSS here. I wonder what the Tailwind story is in Remix, and how it integrates with the build process. I don't know. Let's do the standard thing where we delete all the boilerplate. Didn't refresh. Okay. Welcome to a new Remix app. Okay, we're back. Cool. This is a bit of a... It's not that chill, Pretzel. It's not that chill. Bit better. Right. Probably need to zoom this in a bit for you, don't I? Looks okay. So root's index. What happens then if I just make a new root, copy this? Notice how I'm not doing the tutorial. Page1.tsx. Paste that in there. We'll rename that page 1 because otherwise I'll just get confused. Welcome to page 1. And then can we go to page 1? Hey, nice. That makes sense. Why did I? Cool. Makes a lot of sense. What's the... Okay, let's do the tutorial. Stop mucking about. So you read through the homepage Remix.run and you land on Start Guide for the Developer blog. It's important that you pick Remix App Server. I wonder why. We're going to be doing some work on the file system. Not all setups are compatible with the code in this tutorial. Okay, that makes sense. Actually running, if I want to take a minute and poke around the start template, that's what we just did, so that's cool. Make sure the post install script runs before you start the app. If it does not, start it manually with post install. Let's have a look at what that does then. Remix setup node. Let me try that. npm run post install. Who knows? Wonder what that does. Never mind. Okay. Let's try running the build command. I guess it's made this. Is that new? I don't know. Public build. Okay, there's more files in here now, I think. Quite So let's go and have a look at what files we get in here. Zoom in a bit, yeah. Little script here that's doing some local storage stuff. Window history replace state, session storage, storage key. Interesting, I wonder what that does. Let's have a look. Where is it? Storage. Blah. Oops. Okay, so that's storing our scroll positions and stuff, is it? It's kind of cool. Couple of chunks, the root chunk, page one chunk, doing preload stuff. What's this? Track catch boundaries, render boundary route, so that's something to do with errors, maybe? I don't know. Manifest, let's have a look in there, because I remember getting very confused by the build manifest stuff in Next a couple of times in the past. I'm guessing it's just a reference to all of these chunks. Go look in there, how do we do that in Firefox? Yeah, roots and stuff, manifest of all the bits and pieces and the roots. Fair enough. What's that? That's interesting, the import syntax being used in the browser, in the default script tag. I guess that works in modern browsers. It's not running anymore. Alright, that's cool. So, you also get to engineer your npm configuration or using pnpm. Oh, the package manager is not automated. Okay, fine. Oh, excuse me. Right. Add a link to posts in app root.tsx. So, oops, don't want to print that. Do I want to do it in there? I don't think I want to do it in there. I want to do it in the index root, don't I? Yeah. Where do I import that from? So I'm going to copy that, I'm going to paste that in there, and then it's going to ask me to import it, of course, which doesn't, like, are we at the first step of the tutorial and it's not? Add a link in post, but link doesn't exist, so where do we get that from? Like, I can guess, but it seems like a strange omission from the tutorial. So link in Remix, there you go. Where is it? Oh, we're on page 1. There it is. Cool. 404 error works, that's nice. What do we do next? At roots posts. At roots posts indexation. Yeah, okay, and we're just going to do that with the UI here. And then, what was it? Posts index.tsx. That means we're going to have a lot of index.tsx files lying around all over the place with no idea which one is which. It might be nice, yeah, you're right. Although, to be honest, I might prefer to have a posts.tsx and then a individual one inside the folder, but we can change that later, I'm sure. You told me to internal commands to create files or folders. You can, of course, do that however you'd like, but using make.do touch, yeah, that makes sense. We could have named it just post.tsx, yeah, okay. Excuse me. Right. Let's see, let's write this out, shall we? We can observe what it is. So export default function posts. Standard, same as Next, right? Return div h1 posts. simple enough. Does it work? It does. Cool. Oh, the React profiler tools are on. Did I turn those on? I don't remember turning those on. Where are the settings? Yeah, let's not do that today. Thanks. Cool. Okay, that works nicely. Data loading is built into Remix. If your web dev background is primarily in the last few years, you're probably used to creating two things here: an API route to provide data and a front-end component that consumes it. In Remix, your front-end component is also its own API route, and it already knows how to talk to itself on the server from the browser. That is, you don't have to fetch it. That's kind of cool and sounds familiar, roughly, coming from Next.js. So now we're going to add our data loader here. Okay, I'm going to type these out because I like to see all the bits and bobs. So export const loader is a function called loader. I mean, we can return that for now. Let's make it an array though. And they have a slug in a title, not a description in a title. Oops, that's clearly the title you call. Hello, title. Yes, you're correct. And then we can add another one. Page 2. Slug. Page 2. Yeah. In fact, let's just make this page 1. Post 1. I think it's post 1, isn't it? Yeah. Hello, I'm post 1's title. Alright. And then we use loader data, okay? Const posts equals use loader data. Import that. And I'm going to do exactly what they suggest, which is just log out posts. There we go. Did that load over here. Let's check the console. Do we get an object? Let's refresh. Loader, we've exported the loader, returns objects, use loader, posts. We're not even getting that rendered, are we? Are we on the right page? No, we're not on the right page, that's why. Click on posts. Silly Billy. There we go. Okay, cool, that makes sense. There's our data. Okay, that's kind of cool. Let's just, I mean, I assume the next step is going to be to map over those and be done with it, so. I'm going to do that because I can't be bothered to write that out. Because, hey, we've all done that a million times, right? So we'll grab link. Is that the right link? No, it's the wrong link. Let's grab the remix link. Do we have a type for the posts? Ah, there we go. TypeScript is mad, so let's help it out. Yeah, here it is. Okay, we can have that. Problemo. Oh, okay, that's nice. Yeah, we don't have to hard code it there. We can just pass it in as the type that the data loader responds with. Perfect. And just check that shows up. Game on. And now we're going to go and do the slug page, I guess. Nice. So actually, that's pretty nice. Not dissimilar to Next.js at this point, but pretty nice. I like it. I like it. Makes sense. All defined in the same file. Unless the network blows up while Remix fetches the data, you've got type safety in this component and its API. Remember, the component is already its own API module. What happened there? What did I click? create a module that deals with a particular concern. In our case, it's going to be reading and writing posts. Let's set that up now and add a get posts export to our module. Okay, let's do that. Touch app post. There. Seems like a strange place to put it, but okay, we'll worry about that later. We'll copy the type here. And then we'll have this get posts function. And then we'll use it in here instead of this. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Oops. Already imported that from the posts thing, although it's used the tilde. Interesting. Okay, that's maybe that's cool. Import type post from posts. Okay, so we need to delete that as well. Yeah, exactly that. Nice. Okay, I assume that's still going to work now. A mixtape I made just for you. Oops. Oh, what's going on? Collapsed it. Silly me. Alright, cool. What's next? Now add some posts. Okay. And do those. What? Make clear posts. Touch my first post. Touch my 90s mixtape. Done. Make sure they've got some front matter attributes in them with a title. And do that. What were they called? First post. Yes. And the second post, 90s mixtape, is title and a list of things. Boom. That should do it. Update but get post to read from the file system, add front matter. Okay. I remember working with front matter a bit when I was trying to do a Next blog, and it was a pain in the arse. So I'm interested to see where this goes. It's funny how loading a couple of posts from the file system, yeah, it's easy, doesn't hurt too much. Building an actual blog and then hooking up authors and tags and all of that stuff suddenly becomes a real ball ache. But only if you want to build tag indexes and stuff. So you get there in the end. So, we installed front matter in our post.ts file. We've got our get posts function, which is just a hard-coded list of posts. So we are going to put our hard-coded file directory here. Path is a node thing, so we need to import that from somewhere, right? Yeah. Let's get that. Might as well get all of those in here. Whoops. Yeah. And then the get posts function is literally, let's just type this out so we can see what it's doing, even though we kind of know what it's doing. So constant directories await fs.read posts path. So that is just change this to async. Using the file system node library to read the directory, that is this post path, which is basically the current location posts directory. And then, we just return a promise.all. just going to run. Let's got that. That's quite funny, isn't it? Okay, so const file equals await fs.read file. We're going to read in every path. Join post path with the file name. Fs read file. And then we are going to deconstruct the attributes from the pass front matter function, which comes from front matter. And the toString attribute of the file. What does this return then if not a string? Path like. I can't see what it returns. No, we won't worry about that for now. We've got the attributes. And then we return slug, which is the file name. Okay, there's a little clever little regex there. What's that doing? Just removing the MD on the end by the looks of it. Title, attributes.title. What's wrong with that? We've got attributes. Unknown. Is there a type on there anywhere? Oh, TypeScript's going to be mad at that code. Let's make it happy, because this attributes thing doesn't have a type properly. It's reading in a file. The type system has no idea it's in there, so we need a runtime check. For that, we'll want an invariant method to make runtime checks like this easy. Okay, this is new. I haven't done this. What's import invariant? Oh, it's just a library name. Okay, fine. Alright, let's do what it says. Tiny invariant. It's a library I've not used before. So... that looks ugly as hell, doesn't it? Okay, fine. Makes sense though. So we've got a type of post, and we've also got a type of post of Markdown attributes with a title. That's all that's in there at the moment. We've got a path, we've got a function here, and then this guy. So what is this doing? Is valid post attributes is our type check. Attributes any wait, what's going on here? Attributes any comes in, and then is post Markdown attributes. Huh. That's pretty interesting. I've never seen that before. Function attributes any, attributes is postmark. So that's interesting. Okay, cool. But doesn't do anything here yet. How do we hook it up? So we pass the front matter file string, and then we run this invariant check. Is valid post attributes with the attributes. I guess this is has bad metadata. That's a little error message, I guess. So what's the arguments for this thing? Condition and message. Okay, that makes sense. So what this is doing is getting the attributes and then checking it matches this type. That's cool. I've not seen that before. Call me noob, if you like. That's pretty cool though, I like that. Yeah, the invariant check is useful even if you're not. Yeah, that's a good error message to have. It's like, nope, you don't have the title. .md, what have we got? Oops. Let's see what happens if we make it a title instead. My first post has bad metadata, but if we make it back to title and not turtle, we're back. That's cool. Game on. Very nice indeed. Oops. Okay, back to the UI. We should see our list of posts. Feel free to add some more posts, refresh, and watch the list grow. Okay, so now we're going to go and look up, do our slug lookup. Now let's make a route to actually view the posts. We want these elsewhere. Yes, we do. Instead of creating a route for every single one of our posts, we use a dynamic segment in the URL. We do that like this. Okay, I'm going to touch it like they say. App routes post slug. So let's pull up the sidebar again. Looks like this. I'm going to copy this because there's no need to type that out. It's just a basic component. Should see the new page if we click on one of our posts. So 90s mixtape, some post. Yes, we do. Add the loader to access the params. That's pretty cool. Okay, nice and simple there. So export const loader. Oops. Async params. Return params.slug. And then okay. So and then const slug equals use loader data. Which we need to import from Remix. And then click in there, I assume. Flip back. Boom. Nice. Part of the file name becomes the key on the params. Slug. Okay, gotcha. Oh, excuse me. Cool. Part of the file name attached to the dollar becomes the params. So let's get some help from TypeScript for the loader function signature. So in our slug, we've got a TypeScript argument here that doesn't know what it is. Loader is a loader function. Now imported, and that sorts it out. Params are all strings. Params are always strings because they're in the URL. I guess that makes sense. Let's actually read the post from the file system, add a get post function to our post module. So now I've got to load the individual post. Where's... Oops. No. Yeah. That. So that's the function to get all the posts. Now we need one to get a single post. Slug. Okay, I'm not going to copy all this out. I'm not going to type all this out, I'm going to copy it. So file path, we join the file path with the slug. Why is that wrong? Oh, silly me. There we go. So file path, we join the post path, the slug plus the extension, which obviously was removed in the previous thing because it's not in the URL. I guess we could leave it in if we wanted. File, read the file for the file path that we constructed, get the attributes for past funds, check the invariants again to see if is valid post attributes is the same thing we're doing here. Has bad metadata, has bad front matter. exclaim our errors like this is an error. And then we return the slug and title, the attributes.title. Sounds fine to me. And then we use the new get post function in the root, so we go back to the slug root. And in our loader up here, okay, we can check the slug with the invariant thing, import that. Expected params.slug, that's fair enough. And then return get post params.slug. Get post being automatically imported from the post module that we made. We can lose that. And we're good. And then we've got here instead post. I guess we can change that to post.title. And then we just add the slug in there for good measure, because it's fun. Check that out. Yeah, let's check that out. Hey, it works. Nifty. Right. Quick note on that invariant, because params comes from the URL, we can't be totally sure that params will end up slug will be defined. Maybe you change the name of the file to post. Maybe you change the name of the file to postid.ts. It's good practice to validate that stuff with invariant, and it makes TypeScript happy too. A lot of Markdown parsers will use marked for this tutorial because it's really easy to get working. Alright, let's do that. npm install save marked. I didn't know npm had add now, actually. I guess that would be simpler to use. And then we can use npm install save types marked. Cool. And now in post.ts, what are we doing? Front matter, tiny invariant marked. Okay. Marked. Okay. And then so sync get posts. Oh, single post because we don't render it on the other page. Check the invariant with the attributes and the body. That gets us the main body, which will be the markdown text underneath the the dash 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 in the front matter. Const HTML parses. So then we get the HTML, we run it through marked. Body is what comes out front matter. We put that in there and then we just pass it back. Game on. Cool. And then we go back to the slug page, the post ID page. And we basically do that. That makes sense. Let's store the title. So I'm going to put that under there. Post is any though. Do we know what that is? Well, it should be. So we're doing the checks, but we don't know what this is. But I guess we can. What's it called? Post markdown attributes. I mean, there's always going to be an HTML, I guess, which is a string. Oops. And then I'm doing not what I'm told here, which is probably a bad move. I do that. Import that. Doesn't have slug. Okay, don't do that. That's a bad idea to go off east. Lay that out. Leave it. Do what you're told. Post. I mean, it's just gonna be like that, isn't it? But no, it's not, because it's not. It's got the HTML in it. Okay. Stop getting ahead of yourself. Stop getting ahead of yourself. Render the HTML in the root. Yeah, we've done that, haven't we? Yeah. Let's just check it works, I suppose. Yes, it is great. Well done. Very well done. And the list works. Perfecto. Cool. Holy smokes, we have a blog. Well, I mean, technically, I guess we do. Right now, our blog posts and typo fixes are tied to deploys. While that works and is a simple way to get started, ultimately much better than not have to redeploy the whole app for simple typo change. The idea here is that your post would be backed by a database. So we need a way to create a new blog post. We're using actions for that. Okay, cool. Make an admin page. What's in here? Okay, so I'm going to copy this and I'll quickly look through it. We get the posts, we get the type for the posts, we make a loader that calls get posts, and then our admin page loads a list of posts and links to the posts. Fine. And then in main, I guess we're going to do some editing stuff. Yes, it looks very similar. What was the page called? Posts root admin. Bingo. Yes, exactly the same. Create an admin style sheet. Okay, if you like. What? Oh. Had to make the directory first. That's not in here. Perhaps we should ask them to add that. I'm going to add some notes here. Needs and styles. Cool. Be a fix for the docs. Perhaps I can contribute that back later. And then in that admin file, we're going to add these. Okay, that's easy enough. Oops, admin.css. Paste that in there. So it's flex container, navigation with some padding, a main container, and emphasis in red. Symbols. Link to the style sheet in the admin root. Okay, we're in the admin root. Let's. Oops, no, not like that. No. Yeah, like that. Admin styles from styles admin. Yeah. And then, interesting. What's this links thing? So this is adding like metadata to the root. Let's read it. Each root can export a links function that returns an array of link tags except in object form instead of HTML. Rel, href, yeah. This allows Remix to add all of the rendered roots links together and render them in the links element at the top of the document. And I remember that is this guy here. So that makes sense. Oh, that's what it says. You can see the example of this in root.tsx. Alright, you should have a decent looking page with the posts on the left and a placeholder on the right. Let's check. Yes, we do. Oops. Okay. For now, you need to navigate to admin manually to reference up any navigation links. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Make the roots admin. We're introducing nested roots here, where your root file nesting becomes UI component nesting. Okay. Make the roots admin, and then touch the index file in the admin, and then that index file becomes this, which is the admin index with a create new post link. So we come up here. No, okay. If you refresh, you're not going to see it yet. Every root inside of the admin can now render inside of app-roots admin. Every root inside of app-roots admin can now render inside of app-roots admin TSX when the URL matches. You get to control which part of the admin TSX layout the child roots render. Add an outlet to the admin page, admin.tsx. outlet. Interesting. Okay. So that's literally just adding that. Oops. In there. Oh, no. There. Oh, what's going on? Can you not? Thanks. Right, now import that. Got that in the right place? Yes. Looks right. So now if we flip back, create new post. Sweet. Hang with us for a minute. Index roots can be confusing at first. Just know that when the URL matches the parent roots path, the index will render inside the outlet. Hey, Star. Yeah, so I've been using Next for years, and I just thought I'd give this a quick try. It looks quite cool. This nested roots thing is one of the big things they've been shouting about, so I'm interested to see how this works. This outlet component seems to be doing some interesting stuff. But yeah, I mean, I'm literally, I guess I'm 3/4 of the way through the developer blog tutorial. Seems fun. It's very, very similar to Next so far, except you can't do static declaration. Pretty similar, really, so far. Cheers. Hate to admit it because I don't want to rebuild your site project and Remix. Well, you don't have to rebuild it, do you? But you can if you want. It's worth mentioning that Remix appears to be server. Like, you can't build a static site with Remix, which sometimes you want to do, you know. Maybe this will help. Let's add the admin new root. Okay, yeah. So we're going to touch this. And then we'll add the content to that. Just an empty component with a new post. Now click the link from the index root. Ta-da! Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So when we're under admin, the outlet comes into play. So in admin index,
All right, let's
in here, on the admin.tsx, when we've got an outlet, it will load the index by default. So that's what we're seeing here, is this index with the create new post link. But if we go to that root, we see this component, which is nice. I like that. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Okay, we're gonna get serious now. Okay, hold tight. Hold tight. Let's build a form to create a new post in our new root. Okay, so we're in our new root. And okay, let's do this manually because sometimes it's useful to see these things done piece by piece, isn't it? So form method equals post. It's like, wow, this is like old school HTML. Wrap that. Let's import form from Remix. Sweet. Okay, I'm going to copy the fields because I probably wouldn't wrap them in paragraph tags, but whatever. Saves us having to style them separately. So flip over here. Now we have a form. Hell yeah! Let's make it have a few more columns, a few less rows. If you love HTML like us, you should be getting pretty excited. Okay, so yeah, this is also my first time I'm taking a look at Remix. Might follow the tutorial as well. Yeah, exactly. It looks like fun. I don't know if I'm going to suddenly switch everything to using Remix or over Next, but so far it looks pretty cool. Seemed like it made sense to try it out. So yeah, give it a go. Okay, if you love HTML like us, you'll be getting pretty excited. Excuse me, if you've been doing a lot of form on submit and button on click, you're about to have your mind blown by HTML. It's like, nah, I've been doing this stuff long before I started using React. What we really need for a feature like this is a form to get data from the user and a backend action to handle it. And in Remix, that's all you have to do too. Let's create the essential code that knows how to save a post first in our post.ts module. Add create post anywhere inside post.ts. So, in our post module, we've got our get posts and our get post singular function. So now we can export an async function called create post that accepts a post. And I'm not going to type this all out because it's just file system stuff, isn't it? So over here, we're going to get the markdown will be, oh, that's okay. That's just hard coded post string. Okay, that's the format for the file, and we write the file, and then we get the file and we return it. Simple enough. I assume we're going to type that up in a minute. Perhaps we're not. Yes, we are. Yeah, cool. Okay, so in new, what is my ZSH theme set to? In ZSH terminal looks cool. I'm using the default theme. So this is basically one of the default themes from Oh My ZSH, I think. Let's just have a quick look. Oh, I just had it. Oh, okay, so it's this power level 10k thing. If you can read that. Where did I get that from? Power level 10k. Okay, there. So it's this. Power level 10k. Yeah, it does look pretty cool, though, doesn't it? I like it. Yeah, pretty nice. You may have noticed I'm also using this. I do that. Oops. Like autocomplete from in a really graphical way, which is quite cool. Which is this thing up here. If I've got a page for it. That is Fig. You've seen it. Cool. Yeah, I just installed it the other day. I hadn't seen it before. Pretty cool. Big it is. Right, where were we? So we submit the form in new.tsx. Action. So we're adding this action in. I'm going to write this out because I have no idea what an action is in Remix. So export const action equals async. And we receive a request. And then form data is await request.form data. Huh. Okay, that's kind of cool, I guess. So if I run this, is it going to log it out on the console? Find an action for root that didn't return anything from your action. Please return value or null. Okay, so that's errored out, but we can do this for now. Let's try again. Ah, nice. That's cool. So then we'll extract all of those from the form data thing. And then we'll actually run the create post function, which is from our module. And then we'll return a redirect, which is a new thing. I guess must be a Remix thing. Let's see if that imports. Yes, it is. So I guess that's returning, is that returning a 302 header or something? Yeah, Fig does look pretty cool. It's quite fun. I don't tend to use it that much, to be honest, but because I've basically memorized everything that I use regularly on the terminal, but it does come in handy for navigation and stuff. Okay, so that should have created a post then. So if I flip over here, ASD, done. There it is. Boom! Look at that. Nifty. Create new post. Hey, yeah, that's pretty nifty. I like that. Nice. It's fairly straightforward, isn't it? So just make an action that. Okay, so let's do the type thing. So a new post will have all of these things. Got the type post markdown attributes with stuff under here for now. And then the create post function will have a new post object that comes in. That should make it make sense. Those are those are all the same. Other types of the post files we changed. Oh, action function. Like that. So now we get the request correctly. But these are arguing. What have I missed? Form data entry value. Next. Okay, yeah, here, look. Using TypeScript or not, we've got a problem when the user doesn't provide values on some of these fields. TypeScript is mad still about create post. Yes, it is. Let's have some validation before we create the post. Validate the form data, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so we've got all the bits and bobs. And then we make an error object and do some basic validation on them. If it doesn't work, we return the errors, but those are also errors. Does not exist on type, nothing. So we don't return a redirect this time, we actually return the errors. These errors are available to the component by use action data. It's just like use loader data, but the data comes from the action after a post. TypeScript is still mad. Okay, we'll worry about that in a minute then. So with the errors, we go in here above the form. That's kind of cool. We'll import the use action data thing. We've got errors. How are we showing the errors? Okay, so near the label, post title, input. Of the input, we're whacking in the error here. That's cool. Do the slug as well. And the markdown for the text area. Oops, we've got 2 BRs now, we don't need that. Oops. And then where'd it go? That makes a lot of sense. TypeScript is still mad, so let's add some invariants and a new type for the error object to make it happy. Yeah, so post error. Admin new.tsx, we're still there. Do we want that in here or do we want that in our other file? I feel like we should have it in our other file really, but maybe not. request errors post error, like this. That gets rid of those, but this is still angry because we haven't done the invariants. God, that is ugly, isn't it, really? Let's import that tiny variant thing again. Type of string, type of string, type of string, type of string. Correct post is now happy. The redirect works. Some real fun, disable JavaScript in your DevTools and try it out. Because Remix is built on the fundamentals of HTML, this whole thing works without JavaScript in the browser, but that's not the point. Let's slow this down, add some pending UI to our form. So in the action function, above the form data, await new promise, res set timeout, res 1000. What does that do? Transition, use transition. Down here, instead of our errors, maybe we'll have a transition. Let's import use transition from Remix. Form, and then on the button, we are doing a check on the transition. Cool. Let's whack that in there. We don't need that line. Create post. Now the user gets an enhanced experience if we had just done this without JavaScript. Okay, so the promise thing up here is simply to just artificially delay it. That's fine. Let's try it. Blah 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 blah. Created. Very cool. Make embeds automatically slugify the title into the slug field or let the user override it. Maybe we'll add that later. That's it for today. Your homework is to make an admin edit page for your post. The links are already there in the sidebar, but they return a 404. They don't actually, they go to the page. Maybe I didn't update them up here as instructed properly. But okay, so homework is create a new route that reads the posts, puts them into the fields, all the code you need is already in, slug and app, you just got to put it together. That is correct. Alright, I can't really be bothered, but let's just do it anyway, because it might be fun. Errors, all we need to do is actually get the data. How do we get the data in the loader? So we need the loader like on the index to get the post from the slug like this. So just to make sure we understand how this is working. Got an admin edit. Page view post links already there in the sidebar, but they return a 404. Are they there? Do we need an edit.tsx though, or do we actually want to do post ID? Admin with a slug. Admin. So admin with the edit the post thing there, and then in the edit slug, we want to do this. Oops, import that. And that. So that should get us the data. And then, what was it in here? We use a load of data for the post. Let's import that. What is it? It needs to be, because it's not going to know what that post is. Let's have a look in our post module. What we got? Post markdown attributes, new post. It's basically one of those, isn't it? Import that. Oh, no. Is that not exported? It's not. Let's export it. Now we've got a post, new post, and we should have post dot everything. So we should just be able to set the value of these, right? Now, when we go in here, 90s mixtape, AST, That's easy enough. That's actually way easier than it. Post dot title. Oh wait, that's data markdown. Oops. And we missed one. The title. Although these aren't going to change, are they? Post dot title. I'm not going to be able to edit them. No. What's the what is it? Default value? Yeah. And that one. How do you set the default value of a text area? You just put it inside. Like that. No, how do you do that? Set default value text area. I agree, the invariant stuff is kind of ugly. I do agree. Not that pretty. Oh, you do set it like that. What? Why didn't that work then? What did I do? Oh, maybe I didn't set any in the first place. So that kind of works. Post edited. Save. Markdown is required. Hello, Markdown. Post edited. Post edited to. It's not doing the default. No, that's not what I want. It shows you how long I've been doing React Next stuff without setting these, doesn't it? Here's the actual default value. It's not set the value, rather the float tolerance. Why doesn't that work then? 90s mixtape. Vicious. Huh, why doesn't it load the first time? What am I missing? But yeah, this invariant stuff isn't great. I guess maybe you could do something else with it, like use a, I don't know, a different validation library of some kind. What I don't understand though is why that isn't working as expected. Just get stuck to. They've all been set to the same thing. What's going on here? Is it not getting the slug? Oh. What am I missing? They all look fine. So it's not there. The loader works. That's the action. We get the post. And we get the post. My first post. I go to 90s mixtape. I get 90s mixtape. So the post is correct, but the text area isn't updating. Hello. So hello loads in. None of the default values change. Goes to show how long it's been since we've done this, doesn't it? The links are already there in sidebar, and create root that leads to post, put them into the fields. All the code you need is already in slug.tsx and admin new.tsx, you've just got to put it together. I don't think that's true. Slug and new do not contain a way to add the default value. Or do they? I do not think that it is correct to say that all the code you need is in slug and new, because it's just simply not. Sort of is, but it's not quite. It's for ages. Set default value input text area forms. Edit form. Let's try it with Remix. Someone might have come across this problem. Here's how you do it though. Let's see if there's something in here. I mean, maybe it is just value then. But you can't edit it when it's just value, can you? So 1, 2, 3 mixtape, that is working. But I can't edit then because the value is hard set. They do it with default value, and text area does support default value. What the fuck? And yet they don't change when I click around in here. Why is that? Did I not quite follow it right? Yes, it does. It is actually warning me about this. Okay, let's try this on here. Post.markdown. Get rid of that. Why doesn't that work? Should we restart? What's the loader getting? Should get the right slug. Should get the post according to the slug. What am I missing here? This is odd. Okay, I'm going to cheat and look at the jokes app tutorial because there must be a default value in here somewhere. Okay, where's the repo for this? Is there a repo? GitHub? Repo? Remix jokes. No, jokes. Let's go and have a look how they do it. Oh, Kent made it. Cool. In the app folder, in the roots folder, in the jokes folder, the joke ID. No editability in here. That's a no. No edit. No. Okay. So, what am I missing? So that works. That works. 3. Huh, that's weird. It's the first time it let me edit it, the second time it won't. And when I change routes, it doesn't update the values that it's loaded. Even though they have changed down here. What have I missed? Hello 45 on mixtape 2. I have to refresh before it works. Why doesn't that work? Why doesn't that work? I don't know. Missed it somewhere, haven't I? I don't know why or where. It's a bit of a weird one. Is it because it's not re-rendering it or something? The post is coming through, so when I click on 123 ASD, we get the right post. Here, in the component. It doesn't update any of the values. It does if we use the value, but it's not. Can anyone see what I've missed? It's like, you've got all the code you need, so I have, except for the fact that I don't know how to pre-populate these. Remix.run, edit form, default value. Come on. Let's go and have a look at this. What have we got in here, Ryan? Come on, sort me out. It's default value. So why isn't it updating those when the object changes? So we've got our default values all set, but they only work if we refresh the page. In fact, no, they're all stuck on 90s mixtape. What the hell? That's a bit weird, isn't it? Admin, slug, loader, hi slug, ram still slug. Oops. And do we get that over here? Hi slug 90s mixtape. Hi slug 123 123. Hi my faux post. Yeah, so that's coming in correctly. And the loader, we should then be getting the right post. And then the post should come out here, and we do get that, don't we? Because here it comes. So if I click on my first post, we see my first post here, and we see my first post here. Which is coming out correctly. So all the data is correct, except it doesn't update the default value on the input. Is this because it's not re-rendering the form or something? I don't know. And actually it's now not doing it even on a page refresh, but it does if I... Oh. Now it's working. What the fuck? That's weird. So now if I change this to 1, oops, just 1. 1. Save. Markdown's required. 1. Save. Okay. That created a new one though, didn't it? Can I change it to 2 and not get a new one? Okay, that's one thing. Because I created a new slug, it doesn't edit it. Because I changed the slug, it makes a new file on the file system. So that kind of makes sense, I guess. So actually, if I go to 1, and I change the title to 1, it should work fine. You need Markdown 1. But leave the slug as number 1. That's fine. The text area's default value doesn't work, so let's just try putting it in here again. Like, oh, like that. And now it appears. And now is it going to actually change when I click around? What is going on? But when I refresh, now it, what? Only if I fully load the page by pressing enter. It's like it's cached or something. But regardless, none of them load the Markdown unless I... Does anyone know how that works? I don't know how that works. That's kind of annoying. It's never re-rendering that for some reason. What is going on there? And yet in here they are using the default value on the text area. Aren't they? So what's going on there? This is why you don't drink and try and learn code, I guess. What have I missed? This just doesn't work. Very weird. That just doesn't re-render. Why? Okay, so it works. It is putting the Markdown in now, but only if I do a hard refresh. Which implies it's not calling the loader when I navigate. Okay, well, that's enough for me for one day, I think. I don't know, maybe I've missed something important, but that feels like a... Yeah, that sucks. That really sucks. Why doesn't that work? I don't know. The navigation is not re-fetching the data. Remix. Reaching. Oh no, that's a long time ago. No re-render. Let's try this. Yeah, okay, weird. And like, if it fails to submit, why would you set it to undefined? That's just going to wipe out their changes, surely. That's really weird. Maybe if I just render it outside the text area. Just see what's going on. So look, now the slug is updating in here, but the post title is not updating. What the hell is the difference? That's weird. Default value post slug, default value post title, and then flip back here. Top one. So that's the top one. It's changing that, but not the default, but it's changing the slug. What the fuck? And then refreshing doesn't work, but if I do press enter on the URL bar, look, now it suddenly works again. Although none of them are loading the Markdown. Have we got Markdown in here then? Oh, I suppose it's HTML, isn't it? So the Markdown is actually, what we're getting back is HTML. We need to use, can grey matter, what is it, front matter we're using? Can it flip it back to Markdown? Wait for it, it won't go the other way. Okay, so to edit the post content, I think the tutorial is incomplete. I think that's never going to work, so we need to do, like, what is it, set dangerous. We're doing it in here somewhere, set dangerous. No, we're not. Where are we doing it? Dangerously set. There we go. So we need to do that. Markdown. And now no. It's H. Yeah, okay. That makes a bit more sense now. It's HTML, so we need to be able to convert the HTML back into text to put into the... We need to to put it back into Markdown from HTML. Convert HTML. Oh, wrong browser. Convert HTML to Markdown. No. npm. Turn down. That's a good name. Turn down. We're in a fancy hotel. Okay, so yeah, I guess that's the reason it's not working, I guess, isn't it? Like now, it's fine. Post slugs, everything updates. We've got the post. The thing is, we can't put it in the box because we've got HTML, not Markdown. So we would have to convert it back. I guess when we get it. Action loader. HTML is marked with the body, so actually if we pass in as HTML, and we usually want that. Else just return the body. And then in our slug post here, we'll say we don't want it as HTML. And then is it also coming back as HTML then? Hang on a minute, get post. Slug HTML title. Let's just return the body here. And we don't need that. And we don't need to do that. We can just return the body as well. And then in here we'll just say body. And in here we'll just say body as well. But actually it's not HTML anymore, so now that hopefully will work. Sort of. Hey, it's my first post. Grace did it great, isn't it? Yes, it is. What it's still not doing is updating the text area. I guess maybe because we need to do this instead. Because default value doesn't actually exist. If you supply default value, do not pass children, okay? Now will you change? You won't change. So why the fuck won't that text area change? That is so weird. Get post, we don't need that. Get post gets the post, and the HTML and the body, and the title. Yeah, that should be fine, right? Okay, did that change now? Going to change, is it? Hello 45. Yes, excellent post. We have to refresh to get the text area to... React, no, wrong browser. React default value on text area, not updating. Is this to do with keys? Pre-TV, thanks for the follow. How's it going? Don't suppose you know the answer to my text area problem, do you? Let's see if Kent is going to tell me. Okay, let's add a key to this then. Maybe that'll do it. Key equals... I mean, let's just pass the whole body as the key. Maybe that'll sort it out. I mean, I guess it's fair. Hey, that does the trick. Okay, so it's key. It was... I wonder why the default value doesn't cause a re-render though. I guess because it's just a HTML thing, not a... Okay, cool. That's way better. This is my first post too. Which one was it? Cool. It was the last one. Of course it was. Save that, my first post. Ooh. Great post. My first post. 3, 2, 3. Lots of weird caching stuff going on. Change that to 4, create post. My first post, 4. Okay, cool. Back in the game. Makes some sense, I suppose. We can get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Where's the type of post thing? Slug, Markdown, 8. Oh, whoops. No. And we will have HTML there as well. No, we will have body there. No, that's the wrong... That's the wrong one, isn't it? Yes, we don't want it there. What does this think it is? It thinks it's a new post, but it is not a new post, it's just a post. Import the post, where's the post? Slug title, markdown string, body string, there you go. It's happy now. Okay, so we've kind of got it. Where is it? Here. 1. Okay, I'm going to call this post 1. I'm just going to cause it to rename. In fact, I want to change the button to be saving and oops. That seems to be working. Okay, post 1. Post 3 edited. 11111 edited. Save. 111 edited. Yeah. Oh look, and now it's doing the thing again where it's not updating. Okay, we need to put keys on all of these inputs, I guess. With the string that they're going to receive. Because otherwise they don't update themselves. Little buggers. Oops, slug. Oops, slug. There you go. And that's already got a key, that's got a key, that's got a key. So now, hit refresh, we're going to do a proper page reload. We're going to go to number 1, we're going to go to number 2. Fishes, edited. Fishes. Fished, fishes edited. 2. Tile 2. 2, edited. Hit post, saving, saved. 1, fished. Tile 2, 2 edited. Mixtape. Item 1, item 2, item 3. Edit post. Cool, now let's go to the page. Posts, mixtape. Alright, we're back in the game. Okay, that's cool. That works. works kind of fine. Oh, excuse me. All right, cool. Let's save this. Where are we at? What have we got to ignore? Have we got a git ignore? We do have a git ignore. Let's add DS store into there, just because we know eventually that's going to turn up. Public remix blah blah. Okay, cool. Add all git commit remix blog tutorial. Done. Collapse. So there we go. What we might want to do is add a folder in here called edit and then move that in there. And then in our index, in our new, right, where's our list on admin here? Add admin edit / slug. So that then when we go to admin and in here, or admin edit 1, admin edit 2.3 item 4, save post, that's done, go back to the thing, view the posts, which one is it, mixtape, item 4, works tree, pretty cool. Move edit page under edit sub directory. We're done. There's the first tutorial done. That's cool. I like it. So, get rid of everything. Let's have a little quick gander through this, shall we? So we made our post page, which gets, what does it do? It gets all the posts. So is that posts, roots, posts. Oh, this is our like modules. Move that in there. Move. You gonna update everything for me? Yes. And then I'm gonna close all and it's gonna make me save them all. See if it still works. Yes, it does. It still works. Styles, entry, root. Okay, so we've got this little module dude under here with my post functions, and in there we've got a little is valid attributes check, get posts, get a single post, and create post functions that just do file system stuff. That handles that, and then in our roots, which is basically the same as the next pages directory now, it looks like. So we don't need that page 1 anymore. We've got our index page, which links to our posts page, which is an index itself. I see, I would prefer actually, personally, to move that outside. Cancel. Okay, I see. What I would do is, I would name that no, not that one. Name that posts. And move it to the top level, personally. That's my preferred way of doing it, I think. Because then you can come into your roots directory and be like, okay, we've got admin, we've got posts, and we've got a top level post, because everything in here is just... I guess you could do it either way. I think I kind of prefer it that way. So then when we go here, we get the posts page. No? No Waki? Let's restart the server, maybe it's that. Oh, interesting. Maybe that's a flaw in the routing, where if we have this, it doesn't end up in there. Okay, we'll move it back. On Dex. Which Dex? Yeah, it works again now. Okay, weird. Yeah, cool. That works. Okay. No problemo. It's quite neat. I quite like it. These are all routes quite simple. The loader takes params, gets the slug, loads the post, renders it out. The index gets the list of posts in the loader, uses the loader data, which is an array of posts. Use loader data, that should be a post, right? No? Oh, we need to get it from here. Post doesn't have HTML on it. Where does that come from then? I can't be bothered to work out those little details. Where the input markdown, slug, body, markdown. It should be markdown and body, really, I guess. Not markdown and HTML. So where's that HTML gig set? You see the body there is actually markdown, isn't it? We get the slug, we get the HTML, and we get the markdown, which here is called body because that's what it's called when it comes out of there. And then in our edit thing, that's the body of the direct stuff that comes out. And ideally that should be called HTML really, shouldn't it? So it's only referred to as body in here. Markdown or HTML in the post. And then that makes more sense. Makes a lot more sense. Standard content, HTML or Markdown, something like that. Let's just check it still works. It does. Check the admin still works. 1, edited 2. Oh, there's no markdown in there. Balls. Where is it? Admin. Posts, admin, edit, slug. Oops. There we go. That's exactly what I didn't want in there. I want the markdown in there. Yes, like that. to post. Edit again. Post for edited. Post. Cool. We change that to 4 as well. Yeah, we're done. Or something like that, I don't know. It doesn't matter, does it? We haven't got our repo remote set up, so we're done. Cool. All done. That was good. Oh, there we go. First look at Remix. Can use those. No, we'll keep them. I guess we're done. How long did that take? Including all the mucking about stuff. I can't see the timer. Where is it? 2 hours. It took me 2 hours. That was actually longer than I expected. But not bad. Not bad at all.
I'm hypnotized.
Alright, we're done. I guess I will call it a day for now. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Bye bye.